Namaskar, Namaste. Today it is very special for ManaTv International family. We are together for about the third time with New York Indian Film Festival 2022. We are superbly excited to have the director himself, Mr. Aseem Chhabra, with us because we are going to know more about that what is happening in this year's NYIFF 2022. Namaskar, Asimji, and welcome to this very special segment that's been designed only and for NYIFF 2022 by ManaTv International.
Hello, I'm Aseem Chhabra. I'm the festival director of the New York Indian Film Festival. This year is our 22nd anniversary. The festival started on May 7th and continues until May 14th. It's a virtual festival, except for the closing night film, which is May 14th. It's a documentary called The Beatles in India. That can only be seen in a theater in Manhattan. If you happen to be in New York City, please do come. It's the Villages Cinemas. At 5:30 p.m. on 2nd Avenue and 12th Street. And the tickets are being sold for that. Otherwise, all the films are available online. The website to go to is online.nyiff.us. online.nyiff.us. And when you go there, you'll have to register with your email and create a password. And then you can access. So if you're in the US, you can watch all the films. There's 60 films, feature narratives, feature documentaries, short documentary narratives, all can be seen in the US, some also in Canada, and quite a few, especially the shorts, globally, including in India also. So hope you enjoy this year's festival.
I can only say one thing, viewers. There are 3 more days left to really pounce on it because this is such a fantastic thing that is happening globally. Because, right now, this is more like a boon to us, like we are all connected globally in such a nice way. One-to-one right now, we are talking to Mr. Aseem Chhabra. Thank you so much for your time. But here is the question, like you just mentioned that 60 films. So I can see, where I am standing at, that I am looking at not only feature films. You were there, doing the festival with the shorts. You were doing the festival with the documentary. So I really want to know that what are the criteria to join this fraternity?
One simple word, 2 words: good films. If a film is good, it has a great chance of making it. We had over 200 submissions. We had 210 submissions. On top of that, there were films that came to me separately without submissions. And then thirdly, I myself, through the year, I go to various film festivals. I go to filmmakers and say, can you please show us your film? We would love to consider it. So we have so many films, and then we have to cut it down. And so we have always prided ourselves by being the oldest Indian film festival in North America. We were the first to start 22 years ago. But we are also the largest, and I don't just show films just to have the largest number. It's not a Guinness World Record competition or something like that. We get some really great submissions in shorts, for instance, really great documentary submissions, of course, narrative features, and it becomes a tough choice. Sometimes it's like we cannot show more than a certain number of films, especially when you're doing a virtual festival. But the criterion is, as long as we are surprised by the film, a film gives us joy, it makes us cry, emotionally we connect with it, we know that we will be able to then take it to our audience, and the audience will have the same reaction. And we want basically the audience to enjoy. These are films that are not available anywhere else. These are not Bollywood films. These are not popular films. These are not going to be theatrically released. There might be 1 or 2 regional language films. We showed a film called Godavari, only the first 3 days of Marathi film. That will get theatrical release later. They just wanted to give it to us for 3 days. But most films will not have theatrical releases in the US. Most films will not have OTT releases also. This is the only platform for filmmakers, film festivals. And we're doing world premieres, we are doing US premieres because they're special films.
That is so wonderful. So, what will be your recommendation to our ManaTv International family that which movies they should really look for? Because I have seen, I just saw the chart, and one thing really um, shook me a little bit. That is the movie for the kids, for
Yes.
to to motivate the kids. And oh my god, they got nominated for the best actor. Can you believe it? I mean, I was so thrilled to see that. I mean, this is a great opportunity for the parents, for the kids as well, to see that, and not only for their motivational part, but that's such a great way that you guys are focusing that to our viewers. I mean, in that age group or more than that, because that is a fantastic message in that movie. And the movie is Gandhi and Company.
Right.
And yeah, so please recommend few movies that you think that will be really wonderful for the ManaTv International family members.
So Gandhi and Company is in Gujarati language, and I will not just say it's a kids' film. It's of course kids will enjoy it, but it's a family film, and it's in Gujarati language. We have one more feature film, which is again family kids friendly. It's an Assamese. It's called Boomba Ride. It's lovely, very very charming film. We have a range of films. We have kid actors in some films, which are very very adult focused stories. Serious issues. We have some shorts that are specifically also focused to kids. But we have filmed in 13 Indian languages. So we have films in Telugu, in Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, Marathi, Hindi, English, Urdu, Punjabi, Assamese, Bengali. I'm sure I left out. Oh, and we have a film in Sanskrit. Uh, this is the first time a film has been submitted in Sanskrit. I didn't even know they were making films in Sanskrit, and we liked it a lot, and we showed it. It's called the Bhavadana Jakum. It's set in the ancient times. It's a very, very charming, comical sort of a ancient tale that people will enjoy. Um, there's some very beautiful feature films, serious issues. Shoebox is a lovely film that people should try and see about a daughter connecting with her father, and it's set in Allahabad, a city that's sort of like going through changes. Um, Likewise, there's a film set in Varanasi called Bhini Bhini Chadariya, The Brittle Thread, again about the changing face of the city, and a Muslim weaver. He makes saris, and his friendship with an Israeli tourist there. Um, so yeah, the Once Upon a Time in Calcutta is a Bengali film, which again looks at changing how Calcutta changed, especially from the decline of the Marxist rule uh, when Mamta Banerjee came to power, and the whole mood of the city changed. But it's also looking at old Calcutta. There's one character who's holding on to old theater, for instance, doesn't want to give up. And the new Calcutta, the aspirational Calcutta. And I'm saying Calcutta because the film is title is Calcutta. You can say Kolkata also. Some really brilliant documentaries. There's a documentary called 15 Seconds a Lifetime. And many of your viewers will know, most of your viewers will know, TikTok had become a huge phenomenon in India. There were young 15, 16, 17-year-old teenagers who were suddenly they had millions of TikTok followers, and all their entire focus was on making these TikToks, and they became influencers and very, very popular overnight. I mean, and suddenly they're competing with popularity with the Shah Rukh Khans of the world or something like that. And then the Indian government banned TikTok because of political problems with China. And what happens to these people in their lives? Um, there's a documentary on Kafi Azmi. In fact, yesterday was his 20th death anniversary. Shaban Azmi's father, who was a poet, lyricist, a social, political activist. It's called Kafi Nama. There's a documentary called Longing about a daughter connecting with her father, who was the part of the Indian hockey team. So there was an Indian hockey team for undivided India before 1947. When the partition happens, the Hindu and the Sikh players crossed over the border, while some Muslim players, because they're Muslim, they stayed back in Pakistan. And in 1948, there was, the Indian Olympics were held, and at the Olympics, the Indian team won the gold medal. It was the first Indian gold medal for hockey in the Olympics. So it was a story about that, but it's a story about the daughter connecting with the mother, with her father, some of her father's teammates, and also finding this connection with Pakistan. So it's a perfect film for 75th anniversary of India's independence. So range of films. And we have 7 LGBTQ short films which people will find very interesting, not just young people, but older people also. One is called Wife and Man, one is called Kiss, one is called My Mother's Girlfriend, one is called The Way We Are, each dealing with different LGBTQ themes. But we just happened to get them. It's not like we went out looking for LGBTQ films. So many films to watch, really.
Mhm, mhm. This is a wide variety, I can say, right? A very big range, and even I okay. I just want to ask you. Suppose someone missed this timing. Suppose like Monday to Friday, we are mostly all busy with work and stuff like that. So if anyone missed anything, but they registered already, will they have the chance to watch it later on, even after 14?
No, so 14th is Saturday. The festival closes that day at the end of the day.
Okay.
Uh, it'll close at midnight on the Eastern time. If you happen to be the Pacific Standard Time, you will have 3 more hours to watch it because you're 3 hours behind. No, we're not able to extend it, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Being a person from Bollywood and you have worked with tremendous actors and film producers, directors as well, and you were so prominent in the international media as well. So, when you started this festival, what was your thought?
Well, I didn't start the festival. The festival was started by a lady by the name of Arun Shivdasani, and she started it 22 years ago. And at that time, the festival was focusing on mostly films from the Indian diaspora, in India, in the UK, US, Canada, other places where there was Indian diaspora. Over a period of time, it became a festival of mostly films from India because the stronger work is being done in India. We still show some Indian American films. We have an Indian Canadian documentary. We show some films there because we think those films work very well. But the idea basically is to give a taste of what is best in Indian cinema, independent cinema, not the popular Shah Rukh Khan, Akshay Kumar film, because those get theatrical release in any case. So the idea basically is to be able to find films that people will connect to, but they will never get a chance to see it elsewhere. So
That is really really great because as you explained already that friends, not all of these movies are going to release in the regular theater. These are very special and very specially, I can say, hand chosen by this legendary people because they just want to make sure that they are really supporting the right talent and the right group of people. So please make sure that you are registered and you are really acting fast. If you haven't done so, please make sure. Asim ji, please share your website and the place that they can go and register till today.
So it's online, ONLINE, online dot NYIFF knife dot US. That it's actually hosted by a company called Shift 72. So once they go there, you have all the films, narrative features, the documentary features, shorts. You have to go the first time you go. You have to create an account for yourself with your email and your password. Once you've done that, then you can start to select whichever film you want to buy, and they're very very inexpensive. Each the film costs like $4.99 in the US. Features and shorts are only $2, so it's very inexpensive. But you have to go buy each individual film and then pick the ones you want to see, and pay for them and watch.
I'm ready to watch it. Are you guys? Yes, I'm so excited to meet Asimji. Thank you so much for your time, Asimji. And I hope that every year you bring to us all these brand new faces, very talented directors, actors, and of course the producers. So we are really honored and happy to have you here with us in our ManaTv International Families, this very special presentation only for NYIFF 2022. We want to wish you all the best and please bring in all the superstars again next year. We hope to see everybody next year face to face by the grace of God. I hope you will agree to that as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you to Mana TV. Really, I really appreciate it. And lovely chatting with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aseem ji. So, my friends, please do not go anywhere because New York Indian Film Festival, the one of a kind, and yes, only one, the largest film festival, is back again this year, virtual, of course. But hey, we are there to talk about it, and we are there to let you know more about it. So please, please, please follow us in our Facebook page, and of course, subscribe to our Mana TV channel, YouTube channel, and of course, you are watching this live on YUPP TV. So thank you so much for your time, friends. See you again with some interesting stories from NYIFF pretty soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.